second of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Army Black Knights and the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Tulsa will kick off, and we'll get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Army Black Knights offense will have the football first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally
turning it on. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team, getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Give to the big fullback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the lone back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the option, the keeper. Now the pitch. Maybe got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Black Knights! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Tulsa's offense will come out to go on the attack for the 1st time. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Wants to throw. It's Hayes. Dumps it off in the flats. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Right on the money. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Black Knights offense will go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Just going to keep it after the snap. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The option look. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. Fullback's got it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Now on the option. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield, and it's good to see this back.
Might have a chance. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Oh, he's got some space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Sends it back in motion. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get into some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the ball.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Black Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Hand off to the fullback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Army!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Off the play fake on 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeps it on the option. There's a crease. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jones. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the move. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive. drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
They'll give it to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here comes the option. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going.
Picked off! What a play by this defense! Ripping through the defense. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum.
To throw, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeps it on the draw. Touchdown, Tulsa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense, ready to get this drive underway. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Running inside, it's Howard. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll run the option. Stop short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown going by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Absolutely center cut, and that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Black Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Davis. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Ollie, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Coach Lamb told me coming out of the locker room at halftime. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception. You turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback Keith, the pitch, finding some room, all the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. On the option, he'll do it himself. He'll pitch it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Working that left side. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Quarterback will keep it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Give to the big fullback. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gets the back moving. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality.
And he's in. Touchdown, Black Knights. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
To the air, it's Hayes. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50...
Here's a little room there. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. The 30, the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Army!
And some might question the call. You're going to go for it on 4th down in your own territory, but you don't question the result. He takes the football on the ground all the way to the house. Not only does he get the 4th down conversion, he gets the big touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Tulsa sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. Rushes on him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Going for the big play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Goes to the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. Now the toss. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Black Knights! And the stomping has commenced. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Hand off to Jones. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Slings it downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Golden Hurricane lines up on 3rd and inches. Finds his big tight end. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the ground, he's got it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Callaway. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The run inside. It's Jones. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Trying to impose their will with the run. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. They'll run it. It's Jones. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Makes the grab on the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Got out of trouble and throws. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tulsa. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. Get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
They were ready for the on. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Army has it back, and the offense ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Sticks it in his belly. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage on first down, 2nd and goal from the 10. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive play.
Looking for the end zone. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Go, go. They'll be denied. That one never had a chance at all, and the defense gets the turnover on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. On target over the middle. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. He wants a big play here late. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Wants to throw on 3rd. He's got the back in the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Tulsa wasting no time.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
From the 22 on 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's a heat. He's on the move. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Bomber, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit.